Going. What I wanted to tell you about today is just this experience I've had, and my experience is I get a lot of anxiety when I have to make a choice. Whenever I have to make a choice in regards to anything, well, not anything, but a lot of things, especially major choices. And my experience has been that essentially, if you believe the Buddhists, at your very, very core, you are nothing, right? You don't exist. But just above that core, there is varying layers of you. There's varying layers of beliefs about reality that you picked up, qualities you've picked up, things you think are important that you picked up. For example, like if philanthropy or serving yourself is more important, stuff like that. And obviously, the farther you get out from the core, the less important the belief is. But my experience has been that whenever I have a major choice to make, different levels of these beliefs are in conflict with each other. And I think, too, that some of these beliefs are more mental, like conscious beliefs, and other ones are more subconscious. So it's not even that necessarily they're layers on top of each other, but sometimes they're almost like two completely different balls of layers. So, there are some beliefs that are very, very, very damaging to you doing things that are in tune with your true set of attributes, qualities, and beliefs. So what happens, I know with me, is there'd be something I want to do, whatever, it doesn't matter, like learn something, go somewhere, do career path, etc., etc. And it would be in tune with that core set of me, that core set of beliefs, attributes, and qualities. But it would be in conflict with another set of beliefs or things that I believed were important. For example, money's a big one. A lot of us, we have it drilled into our heads that money is super important, but we don't really internalize that, a lot of us. We don't really turn it into one of these core beliefs. And the truth is, guys, that if you really believe that, you're not going to have a lot of options for your career, because there are not many ways to make a lot of money in this country, or any country really. You got your high-end doctors, you've got your high-end salespeople, business owners. That's kind of it as far as a lot of money, if you put money first. So that's going to really cut out a lot of your options. There's a lot of ways to make a living. There's a lot of ways to make enough money to support yourself and your family. And they've actually done studies that show beyond middle income, money doesn't really affect quality of life or how you feel beyond middle income. So what happened for me a lot of the time was, money is super, I want to do this thing, but that was in tune with me, but then my other belief would pipe up and say, hey, no, money is important. Or another one, I wanted to please my parents a lot. So, that belief would pipe up. Hey, that's not going to make your parents happy. That's not what your parents want. And then, so of course, you get this internal conflict going on. And some of these beliefs are super damaging, like I said, because I picked up the belief when I was a kid that I was incompetent. And you know what? When I was a kid, I was a little bit behind the curve. So, like, physically and socially, and in certain areas of school, I was really behind the curve. So I was kind of an idiot. But of course, I grew out of it, or most of it, and the little bit that's still left is kind of like whatever. So, when you have that belief that you're incompetent, of course that will shut down everything. That will utterly shut down everything. Anything that you want to do, that other belief is going to pipe up, and then you're going to get that massive internal conflict, and that internal conflict will destroy you. It won't destroy you. It will temporarily incapacitate you, but it will incapacitate you heavily. Or another belief I picked up, and I don't really know where this one comes from, but that I'm worthless. I'm not worth it. And I think that one is really passed down through families. I think that's a very easy one that gets passed down through families, because my parents didn't necessarily preach that to me, but I think they believed it about themselves. Just because, and you look at my grandparents, or one of my parents, anyhow, that's irrelevant. But then you look at the grandparents and you see the same beliefs, and I don't have grandparents, great grandparents, sorry, but I'm sure if I look there, the beliefs would be there too, and it just gets passed down. And that one, because that one will absolutely destroy everything if it's strong enough. That one will that will destroy everything. You will never do anything that will make you happy if you believe you are worthless and you don't deserve happiness. That will destroy everything. That is probably the most damaging belief you can have. I mean, that you can't do anything is very close second, and there's of course other ones, but so whenever you are having these major internal conflicts, or you're not doing the things that you know will make you happy, just realize that, okay, maybe what's happening here is, or if you believe you're going to fail and get killed or hurt or whatever, that's another big one. But so look at your beliefs. Whenever there's a major conflict in your life and you don't know what to do, and this major internal conflict, this internal war going on, look at your beliefs. Look at your parents' beliefs, because like I said, a lot of the time we pick up on our parents' beliefs. Look at your grandparents' beliefs, because they were probably passed down to your parents, yada yada. So examine this and realize that, okay, I don't want to do this thing that's going to make me happy because, or satisfied, whatever, because I picked up this belief that I'm useless. And then just do it, guys. Just do it. Try to change your beliefs. As far as changing your beliefs, it just takes conscious effort, taking care of yourself, doing things that counteract that belief. For example, if you believe you're worthless, there's things you're good at, guys. If you're old enough to be watching this video, there's something you're good at. You can go do that. Or even you can just hang out with your friends and encourage them, whatever. There's something you can do to negate that belief. As for the worth, Google it, guys. I don't know. For me, it's just been conscious, or the deserving, it's just been conscious effort, really. And like I said, trying to get out there and do stuff. And just really, a lot of these beliefs, if you heavy scrutiny, like heavy mental scrutiny, these beliefs will fall apart. As always, onward and upward.